0 at MSI.
I think kyeahoo has been really good for the team.
I guess tournament for KC.
Really good for the team ever since spring playoffs
sure.
and
they redeemed
MSI and also this
themselves as we
tournament.
move into pick ban.
Yeah, this has been a much-needed bounce back for KC, and I'm really looking at the Jayce because Doran had a really good game on it against Zeus yesterday, and Canna had a really good game as well up against Flandre. So that's a pick that I could definitely see KC
So there's Vi,
looking to
there's
take away
Jayce,
really early here, or T1.
there's
looking to take as
Casio.
well.
Both of them have actually been wanted
Vi ban. Jayce's first pick will be the one for Doran.
Things like Casio, Syndra, Jarvan also looming around. Jayce,
And let's see now what happens to Bard, Camille, and the super situation.
Jarvan smashed here from Yike, especially since he can do a lot of damage.
Oh, wow.
That's the main thing we care about here.
The Ziggs Leeson.
The Ziggs Leeson insta-slam.
Yesterday on the Viktor. The only worry I have is with Ziggs, you don't have much agency. With the Viktor, you can lane bully, you can be really strong and have higher impact, but I don't see him doing that on the Ziggs.
The Ziggs was the critical mage, though. That's the problem.
Match jungle or match full bot lane.
Himself on the Ziggs because early in the tournament wasn't great. Lee Sin locked alongside. Trouble, you're talking about that Casio Syndra. The option's going to be here for T1.
The funny thing about T1 is that Casio Syndra can be played in the same composition for T1. They've done it before.
That's true.
They're interchanging Peyz and Faker, having the Syndra and Casio
There's the Syndra.
So they could be locking in this year right now. Miasma is so strong into Lee Sin. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the 1-2.
I do think that this Syndra
I think they would just pick Camille, honestly.
could be going towards the bot lane. And
then we'll see Leona on 3 from
the
Busio.
jungler here, match up into the Lee Sin, and then choose to either put the Syndra mid lane, bot lane, keep that flex going. Because if you pick the Casio, you're kind of revealing your cards a little bit more. So it looks like it's going to be the Sin Zhao for Oner. Ooh, they take away the Camille instead.
As predicted, the Camille.
A hater.
A little bit of, if I'm EU biased here, I'm very happy about this. I think Camille has been the biggest bait pick.
Leona here on 3.
I would love to see KC just lock in the Leona every time. I feel like we've seen this matchup. Leona just survives the laning phase fine, and then you get level 6. I'd 10 out of 10 times rather have a level 6 Leona than level 6 Camille.
I do actually see the takeaway right here from Keria.
I honestly don't think Shen has a counter to Camille support. I think it's fake.
The bomb of Ziggs on a Camille ult.
I think Leona is just straight up better. Especially against Jayce and Syndra. I think it's kind of a blunder from KC to pick Shen.
Could be going into
I really don't like it.
We have seen Flandre played a lot over the top of the map, or just straight up into the Camille down bot lane.
Yeah, I think it's going to go into Busio.
Leona ult just cracks Syndra and
of course does play the Scion
Jayce so well.
But I would like to see him on the Bruiser instead, something more of a carry.
And I think the odds of Canna playing this top lane is not the same as AL, you know.
Even though Doran has been performing better, is still Doran, and that's the lane that I want to see KC abuse. I think their solo laners have been playing fantastic this tournament. So leaving Canna, or leaving Caliste and Busio rather, on this 6 Shen, you have the global mobility of Busio on the Shen, can help out those laners. I would love to see that.
Regardless, so if it is going to be Canna in the end, I have a lot of faith. Canna, as you said, had a great tournament. Versus Doran, what a time for him to step up as well after
Guys voting to Camille, not good.
At MSI. Now, Akali's going to be banned away.
At that point, Leona's just a better version. But Leona's just a better version of
mid-laners. And again, it's not really showing any of the cards or the hands of where this Syndra...
The issue with Galio is like level 1, Camille just kills you.
Also going as well.
I'm looking for a 4th pick right here for KC, for it to be top lane, something that will go into Doran's Jayce, things like the Gnar pop out of mine.
Lucian is available for T1.
Champion, specifically if you play a little bit more
They
aggressive.
could just play Syndra, Camille bot lane too.
And then if you want to go completely the LPL route, Yorick is super potent into something like the Jayce. Anything that can shut down the side lane, and especially the weakest quote-unquote link for T1.
I remember the days of Camille jungle. Now that was impressive.
For the Jayce, you have 2 options.
Does enemy jungle
fire
have?
With fire, or you just go a tank, which a lot of people like to opt into.
Why anybody uses Syndra to again like Zhao? Syndra got reworked to be more of a scaling champ.
Look to skill
Look at the
check
C9
Doran,
fans base.
have Yike on the Lee Sin, play around you top lane. So I think on this pick here for KC, it should be something explosive, like you said, Trouble. The Yorick I would like. I think the
I think Shen, a Scion is a good lock-in.
There's a lot of options for Canna here, and we'll have to see what he goes. You could even go to Vayne, but
the issue here is that T1 can pivot. If the counter to Jayce is too heavy-handed, they can easily pivot Jayce to jungle.
Oh my God, no way.
This is a Mirwin classic.
It is. He's been learning.
Yeah,
Shyvana,
I mean, we saw
top lane.
Mirwin pull out the Shyvana quite a bit with Ignite Teleport going this Bruiser AP build. And the idea is that as
In
soon
the
as
past,
you
this
get
used
your
to be
ultimate, you
like
can
a
always all
secret
in
counter
the
to
Jayce. It plays
Jayce,
similar to
where
the
you just farm with
Malphite
E,
Jayce
and then
matchup,
eventually,
that as soon as you
post
get that
6,
level
you
6,
just
you have
ult
so
and
much
all in,
all-in
and you just
threat
kill
that it's
him,
very difficult
regardless
for the
if...
Jayce to play.
You could just kill him
Well,
with
we
cloth
haven't
armor
seen
and
Canna
boots
on this
and
pick
Doran shield.
before, so we'll have to see how he
And
does.
And now it makes Syndra,
your
Volker,
armor
and
was just so
solo
strong
laners,
that
so
you could just
leaning
farm
more
with E,
towards that
max
Syndra going
range,
down bot
take it
lane,
easy.
because you definitely would not want to leave Syndra on the side lane now that you know a Shyvana is looming around. So I'm expecting potentially Peyz to take that
Kind of
one
want
down
kyeahoo
bot,
to play
and this
Yone
being a pick right here
in
for
such a game.
Faker, with Casio and Akali already taken out.
I'm hoping
though,
Yone
I'm
comes
kind of
through.
thinking that this
Because it's
Syndra
half a
might
T1 here,
end
like,
up
do they
mid.
blind
I'm
Viktor?
thinking it's
They need
either
to...
Ezreal here for T1 or a mid lane pick. Although this
Because
Taliyah
here I
is
think you should play Yone.
Peyz a lot.
I think you should play Yone, and I think you actually have a really good draft if you're Casey.
We'll see here what Casey decides to round out this comp. What does kyeahoo want in mid lane? You can presumably assume that it's going to be the Syndra mid. Let's see what he has.
Price is fine too, but
So
I just want more engaged tools into this long-range team.
Just before that swap,
I just think this is not a good Viktor game.
Viktor
I don't like Viktor here.
So Viktor mid, we're assuming. Yeah, obviously the Ziggs will go bot. And that Shen again was support, as you pulled out earlier, Jack. So we do have... I mean,
like, the reason I don't like Viktor mid here is because you're incredibly AP heavy.
Yeah,
and also, I think that the enemy team,
outside of Shyvana, obviously,
we're all weak against Yone.
Build that we've seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how Shyvana's damage profile is, but I know it's definitely leaning towards more magic damage. So it does make me worry a bit that if T1 starts stacking that MR, they don't really have any big beefy frontline, but since Zhao can get quite a bit of MR, Camille can do the same. So it's something to be worried about if you're KC, but it's not like they're playing into a Sion Cassante that can become completely unkillable.
I actually love the KC draft here, especially since you mentioned all the squishiness coming from T1. It's a wombo combo, right? The Viktor ult, and the Ziggs ult, and the Shyvana ult. If those three things stuck on top of anyone from T1, except for the Shinsa perhaps, then somebody instantly dies. I feel like that's what Karmine Corp were really good at doing versus AJL, turning their numbers advantage into one skirmishes. So right here with their wombo combos and the very quick spikes of damage through the AP profiles, I feel like they've got a pretty good chance for those quick skirmishes.
Well, spiking with damage is going to be ideal then, especially for Canna running into Doran's Jayce. Comfort for Doran versus a champion that Canna has only played once before. In 2022, he piloted this in LCK
Okay, but
Summer.
that is like old Shyvana, so it's kind of doesn't count.
Because I'm looking at the build and I'm like, wait, it was versus DRX, versus a Sejuani top.
That is a crazy build.
And we're seeing Iceborne Gauntlet, Demonic Embrace. There's a Warmogs in there with a Void stuff. I think it's going to be a little bit different. But how much so? Is it going to be different in score? Is it going to be different in feeling? T1 had their number at MSI. As we run into Summoner's Rift, it is KC's home arena, and they've shown that home crowd advantage has had major effects.
Right, ladies and gentlemen,
T1
first game of the day.
Like the underdog story, but goes towards them as well.
I think that this Viktor pick kind of ruined the draft.
I kind of prefer the T1 draft, at least with how I see it
prefer the T1
out.
draft.
I think they have really good pick tools to be really annoying against KC. We're just starting off with a 5.
This looks like a good start. The Oner low HP. Here comes the E. Camille collapsing. Yike with the flash out. He's low HP.
With that as well. Yeah, who's just an onlooker at this point in T1. Commit a little bit. Flash, ignite down for Keria. No flash for Yike.
The important thing there for Yike is he still started the E, so he's still going to be able to start his camps even though he starts incredibly low HP. If he was forced to recall there, it could be tragic, but we're not finished.
We're not indeed. Hook shot, wall shot on the kyeahoo. They're going to find the stun up as well. Hail Blaze comes through. Rich Shadow Dash from Busio as well. Keria getting low HP, but kyeahoo's health matters more. Faker with a HP advantage massively.
The life of support.
From kyeahoo. That is a big trade from Keria.
And this is a Hail of Blades Shen from Busio. He is ready to match the fist fight that Keria wants to pull out on this Camille.
Whoa.
Faker flashed. Busio's flash. He's in now, no matter what. Once get Faker's flash, get him out of the way.
What a psychopath.
There it goes. Busio committed his summoner for that as well.
This is
now
Illegal
Legends.
Legends.
Get the hell out of lane a third time.
And the big question
Bro, flash over the wall to E the boy.
Match Keria, and he's roaming around the map. Busio with a super level 1.
He might have overcooked.
At taking names, and right here, flash off of Faker is pretty huge because we saw Yike on a super creative pathing yesterday versus AJL. Where he
Keria is the first one to come bot lane. Caliste is confused. Why is Camille bot lane?
Really survived.
Why is Camille bot lane? You're not supposed to be here.
This
is not your lane, Camille.
And has had the most impact I've ever seen out of a level 1 support.
Yeah, this is why I say most teams should not be picking Camille, because this is how you need to play. And T1 and Keria are one of the few people that can actually pull it off. You need to be proactive every second of the game. But as we take a step back, as we slow down the game a little bit, what I was saying about the draft is T1 have a lot of range. They have the Jayce poke, they have the scatter the weak. Never mind.
The Camille damage is so high, it's ridiculous.
Shove someone, Busio at half HP again. Okay.
Ridiculously high damage.
Yike under threat here.
Who's supposed to win early in top lane? Jayce wins hard. Alright, Yike lands the Q. Keria's no flash. Remember, no E2. Oh, first blood for KC. I love it.
Bit of a blunder from Keria right there. Oner had
they're doing a little bit too much.
Longsword in his inventory, was looking to fight
pretty bad.
From down bot lane with the priority.
It's a very interesting match up top because the start here for Canna is really good. He's going even. He's going to scale really well into the lane.
But a huge kill going to Lise.
Yeah, I think Keria thought, due to the fact that Yike was so chunked level 1, that is clear would be more delayed.
Yike crossing
would
the
have
top
time
side.
to play in that 1v1 up against Busio.
Oner has long
but he didn't have it, and he ends up going down. It's a first blood for Yike. And a great start for KC.
Will Yike gank top or will he just do crab and base?
Bottom lane as well, since those chunks were coming through onto Caliste, onto Busio.
Whose draft you like? I prefer T1's draft. I just think that Viktor was kind of out of place, but I'm kind of digging the Shyvana.
They're both just hungry for blood. Keria wants to try to zone Busio from re-entering bot side here. And now they're looking towards mid. kyeahoo wants to try to fix this wave and crash it, but it's a 3 versus 2 for Faker.
Here comes Oner.
Faker had no Q there on the floor. Stun kyeahoo.
A couple of dark spheres. Faker gets the chunk out again.
Yeah, I don't think they can fix that wave at this point. I feel like they need to be a bit patient. kyeahoo, he's going to go back to base and come back. And
just me, or was this tournament really low level in terms of gameplay?
So that Shen is
we saw some awful things.
Will need help
like HLE and BLG, the way they lost was crazy, bro. They looked like they were playing scrims.
Bit of a buffer there after the start.
Game 7 and 8 type scrims.
His own lane yet again while Busio's looking towards top. Doran half HP. He's got flash, but when will he burn it? Shadow Dash is waiting. No flash here from Busio, so he's waiting to time it. Doran gets out of Busio. Not able to match it. Maybe thinking the wrong angle.
I think Busio kind of tried to go for the predict there just after Doran flashed. I thought he would flash more up rather than just to the right.
I don't think they could kill on the dive either way. I don't think.
On the map here, getting flashes
Canna had the damage after E.
Board, helping out his mid laner as well. Although the fact that kyeahoo had no TP and the wave was frozen, it means that Faker now, with a really big CS lead, nearly a full level up on kyeahoo, and not the start that KC was looking for in the middle lane.
Solo lane's doing pretty well here. Doran, you know, finding his mark in the lane as well. Even though Canna gets a bit of a support, that's a pushing wave
level
top.
2.
So
they're quite delayed.
Level 2, by the way.
They are not leveling anytime soon. They're trying to sap mid. Seismic shove though. Look at Peyz. Onto Caliste, gets chunked out. The mage allegations we come into today, wondering how he's going to play. So far, he's been bullied quite a lot here by T1.
So this person here doing this pose already, bro. This person is going to keep this pose the whole game. But the game is not even intense yet. We're just chilling, you know. We're in the lanes. We're matching.
Yeah, KC, they want to try to re-enter.
We can't go into prayer pose so early.
Oh, Yike jumped over. I don't know if he meant to do that.
He get a sonic wave, but now he's going to flash away. Hookshot, wallshot is the
dangerous game there from Yike. Yeah, I genuinely don't like the Shen answer to Camille, guys. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan.
Maybe he just wanted to look for the steal, ends up just burning the flash. Not the end of the world for him. It does mean, though, that once he gets to level 6 here on the Lee Sin, it's going to be more difficult to try to make any sort of play, but now they're invading the Raptors.
Faker is level 6, so unleashing power possibility, but the flash Shadow Dash. Faker has to flash away.
Oh, the stun in the air. Did you guys see that cancellation from Faker? It was beautiful. 1-for-1 though.
Unleashing power will trade a kill. A 1-for-1.
Not sure what happened with Faker's flash here.
And is looking for more blood.
And Yike's Q there got cancelled by Faker's Scatter the Weak. I thought the play might turn ill for KC, but they still had so much damage with Viktor's ultimate that they were able to get the 1-for-0.
Good start from KC though.
I feel like that was a very advantageous
More than they can dream of.
Here. They get to push out bot lane and mid lane at the same time. It was actually Peyz that had to absorb the mid lane wave. So
what works better into Camille? I'm a bigger fan of Leona in this game.
And gold in his pockets, plus another kill going over to the Viktor.
Oi.
Busio is everywhere in this game.
And Doran has no flash. We saw it
Busio
before.
clearing
He's not
vision.
an award for now, and Keria's
Doesn't get the ward. Doran supports it. Keria is here to match. Yike is here with kick. Doran has no flash. He should die here. He should die here. Can we taunt him? Can we taunt him? Can we kill him?
Looking for an angle. The Dragon's Ascent.
Dragon's Ascent. 9.
Kana lets out a breath
Yike.
of bellows as Oner with the ulti won't matter because Kana's in his
Jayce.
lane. Running for his life is going to have to be a turn towards Keria.
Yike.
Oner somehow survives and lives. Yike down again. Or rather the first time in this game. He didn't have flash to escape, but he hits the dirt.
And T1 outplay KC in this skirmish. Oner living on so little HP. Yike kicked Doran away. I thought he could land the Q afterwards to follow up on it, but he wasn't able to do so. And both Doran and Oner escape with their life, and Yike ends up falling.
Both teams are super eager to skirmish. I mean, you only have to look at the support
Kana has no
levels. They're
flash,
still level
lads.
3.
Kana has no flash, lads.
Slowed down, moving into hammer form as well.
Oh.
Keria's yet again, not perfectly timed, but just perfectly placed.
The dream is
This
collapsing.
guy is performing out of his mind. I'm getting some deja
Christopher
vu
Nolan.
and some horrible EU feelings watching his support play.
Honestly, if you're anyone apart from the support, you're so frustrated.
I don't know, that fight was so bad for Kana's lane state, guys. I can't really blame him. I think Faker just clicking forward here after he survived and cancelled DQ was quite bad. 1 for 1, but take a look. Oh, this is not the fight that decided the game. I can't believe Doran was allowed to disrespect the Shen and Lee like that. Why doesn't Shen just instant taunt the Jayce and they just one-tap him?
So at least Yahoo gets one back as we're talking about a bit of a goal.
Alright, they're protecting the KC fans from the pain.
Busio, the saving grace Shen.
Busio has no flash, no taunt.
Picking his target, Faker's little
Yike
bit low as Safeguard
dashes
gets
through the
away
rocks.
after the unraveled earth.
He's looking clean on Taliyah, way better than the last time.
We were in a replay, but he was probably the one that looked for it. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, T1 are pressuring KC off the map here. Caliste gets chunked. There's not going to be any kills on the board.
I had an amazing game on Shen against VOG, Camille, and MSI. It's okay. It's okay.
It's going to be a nice little shadow dash. Chaos Storm comes out.
Like, one sample size doesn't change the fact that he's playing Shen into champs that completely outrange him.
With the Hex Flash.
That's the crucial detail for me. I think Leona ult is really good into Syndra and Jayce.
Really happy with how both supports are playing. Keria is finally showing the strength of this Camille support, but I feel like
and I don't think they're gonna get enough value off the Shen ult as a pressure tool.
Angles as well.
Sure, maybe Canna can use it as Shyvana all in.
They looked so good versus AJL.
Yeah,
Was
I
Yike
don't
and Busio
I just think Camille is better than Shen in all of those angles.
Keria is one of those supports that is just so hard to track down, and I feel like Busio has been doing a fantastic job at tracking them. Sure, some of the skirmishes are not going to go their way, but so far both supports have been super damn proactive on the
Yike
map,
has been
and they have landed a bunch of kills.
The weakest performer for KC at this event.
Well, it's like we talk so much in League of Legends about
that's my boy, you know, that's my boy. That's going to be the Swedish national jungler.
With his initiation. For now, 3 out of 3.
I think Shyvana losing flash and ult, and then having none of those tools on a slow pushing wave. It's just really hard.
30 seconds for the Dragon.
I kind of got ruined by that 3v3.
Deep vision here on the bottom side, while Oner looks to be clearing his top camp, maybe getting a quick reset in so he gets the Thunder Sky slash Titanic, and then move towards that second Drake.
And pretty much all of the gold lead on T1 is sitting on Doran right now, having a fantastic performance on this Jayce.
Angle.
Although Canna is looking to try to cheese him here, he does have Yike and Busio on top side of the map, so even though Doran has
Alright, nice collapse here.
Gets the ultimate.
Doran's getting baited out because he thinks Canna base, but the pink ward in his own.
Where the hell is Canna?
The fear. Oh.
CC enough, kick into the wall. Shadow dash as well. Doran looking for the trade.
No. Yike, come on, man.
Dragon wasn't enough. Doran's got one in him too.
Yike. One too many tower shots. His Q misses. You allow KC to get that kill, and Doran trades 1 for 1. That's a fantastic trade for the top laner of T1, and Canna takes another tower shot.
1 for 1. Doran's very happy with that outcome, guys. Very happy. Big investment. They lose the Drake. They lose bot side position. How much levels will Keria get if he catches this wave?
That they're not strong enough to try to
Look at the catch-up experience now. Boom.
The cross map does not go how they would have wanted
we don't get
just
to see
the
it.
1-for-1 here. It's a nice attempt by Yike. He wants to flash over and then kick Doran before he's out of the CC chain from Canna. But Doran has time to flash. He dashes onto Yike, realizing that he's tanking tower. He's able to trade 1-for-1 and remove a lot of that cross map.
I don't like this
and making it a really
resistance
good
Jayce skin because I feel like the hammer is not satisfying enough.
MSI,
it's more like a mace.
And again, from the community,
and it still has the hammer sound, which I don't like.
The reason that T1 were
doesn't have the nice bonk to it.
Here at EWC, it's a completely different Doran. As we said,
come on, Yike, breathe easy, breathe easy. You can bounce back, baby. You got experience, bro. You're the most experienced person on the roster.
Good story is top gets pushing with Faker,
come on now.
moving up to rotate lanes, and Busio now level 6.
I know Canna's up there too, but Canna was to less internationals, if I remember correctly.
On the Thunder Sky, on the Shinza right here, I feel like it's so important that Oner is allowed to build Thunder Sky first instead of Titanic Hydra, because he has a lot of champions that want to play directly on top of him, does not need the Titanic Hydra to stick.
My grandmother was a jungler, she would be a Yike.
Anyway, so earlier power spike for the Shinza, and I'm pretty sure that Oner might be
kind of been around forever, but he didn't qualify to MSIs.
He's got a turret under him now as well, gravity field.
I think he's been to Worlds twice.
Another Sonic Wave, but that one's going to miss. Oner's coming to cover. Casey have to leave.
Only.
Casey keep looking for these plays. And Busio is covering for Keria,
Yike has been to more internationals than Canna.
This wave, flash away from the...
But I'm just guesstimating it.
Sun up from Faker. Meanwhile, walk shot, ultimate, hexagon.
Okay, CC chain, can he kill Canna? Canna has flash, flashes, the Shen ultimate keeps him alive, a little tickle. Doran finds the final auto.
He'll survive the one turret shot, he will take
that seems like lights out to me, ladies and gentlemen.
For KC, Peyz, he has the move. We've seen him be so
Leeson is nowhere to be found.
On this Taliyah, as Faker wanted to be a bit
Leeson was on top side. And KC.
It's not going to be dodged, but Doran just jumps under. He's looking for his next kill. Meanwhile, Keria's the flash whenever Peyz covers the tank up. A
gorgeous play from T1.
And Keria, yes,
Keria waiting for the bomba clutch.
Blood over to the carries that matter in T1.
Requires enough time for Yike to just collect the kill.
Right there, TP's right off the tower versus 3.
No mana. Faker's running for his life. Busio looking for a shadow dash. Oner's coming to cover, so that play on Faker will be mute.
I think we're starting to see some of the problems of KC's team comp.
Charlie wasn't really lucky, like that was very intentional.
You only really
based
fight
on
them
range,
if you are engaging with a fight with them. They have such short
based
range
on timing.
With the Shyvana
I think this
with
was
the Shen taunt, that it's only really going to be a fight on T1's terms. While they have the Taliyah ultimate to generate space, they have the Camille.
I have to say though, this does look better than the games that we saw at MSI from KC.
Dragon's descent. This might be under the turret. He's already committed.
Which is honestly as much as I can ask for. You know, I just want KC to showcase the level they had at in the NEC.
More TPs outside of Caliste.
Because I'm still certain to this day that I think they're a stronger team than Team Liquid.
They pinked instantly Taliyah falling into fog of war, so Canna gets the gist to don't dive this one. And now we'll see again. Shen is literally in front of them and also gets interrupted by the Taliyah, right? It's not like an extra person got into the fight to make it a 3 versus 3, so unfortunately KC lose the skirmish in numbers.
And a big problem there as well is just Canna's not strong enough on the Shyvana. He still doesn't have his first item, but KC found Peyz.
He's got nowhere to go. He's got a flash, but he gets kicked into the wall before that happens. Shut down. He doesn't want to burn it, and so he'll get punished.
Really clean CC chain there by Yike. Gives him no opportunity to flash, but Caliste, does he have the satchel?
Disrespectful walking in front of the face of Oner, but expects that the damage won't be followed up. Caliste still holds onto his flash as T1 try and choke this surroundings of Herald.
Caliste needs to be really careful here in rotation. Keria can easily solo kill him. He has the Sundered Sky.
Scatter doesn't work out. Looks for Canna. No TP. He has to reset and walk there, but the play.
Yeah, how are you going to use that money?
They spot it. They see it going down. They disintegrate their play. Yike's going to get Herald, and it's a decent win for KC.
Yike has been active this entire time. He's got 100% KP on that Lee Sin. Every single play for KC that's resulted in a kill has started from Yike. And we actually had a lot of question marks. We've seen that Lee Sin banned versus KC. And we talked about the fact that when Yike comes to mind, Lee Sin doesn't. It's more like a Kha'Zix or something. And he has been doing fantastically well on the pick. That Taliyah pick on the top side resulted in the Rift Herald, which could open up that mid lane that will make it very scary for champions like Taliyah and Syndra to step up for a wave.
Yeah, I agree with you, Trouble. Yike's had a phenomenal game on Lee Sin thus far.
Drake on in 10 seconds.
Some good news and some bad news. Canna has the Triforce, but Doran has mana mute.
Oh no.
So 2 items on Doran now, 2,500 gold lead, but KC
Yike's had a really hard game, but maybe he can
fast before they get poked out.
Look for the Doran pokes.
Maybe he can fix it. Maybe he can make us forget, guys. Canna gets comboed. Peyz saw in the edge corner of his eye that Canna snuck in, but he gets out. Here comes Yike. Gets the kick on Keria. Leads to nothing. Keria's going to base for HP. There's enough time to do so.
Who hold the advantage, ready to walk in with such a big health discrepancy.
T1 hitting Drake here, I think they're psychotic, bro.
Actually, for KC.
They're absolute psychos.
They're still going to look to contest here.
Look at T1's setup here. They have Jayce and Camille nowhere to be found. Yike steals.
So Yike will die, but who's next? Doran for the follow-up.
Dirty Gucci. That's the ultimate. Faker.
It's 2 members in the ground as T1 hold 5. They lose.
Very angry with him, it seems. Will Oner send it? He should. Keria on 1. He falls.
Another kill that goes to T1.
I think that the gold T1 generated here for the Drake will take it. Please, Yike got the steal if he didn't get the smite there.
They're gonna get the kills. They get the mid tower, and even though they lose the
you really
dragon,
need to have balls of steel to look for a smite 50-50 against Oner instead of playing for the fight. And to win it, fair play to Yike.
It is a small movement from Canna to get him out of that kill shot.
The gold gap is widening. I really like how fast T1 spread out to the lanes to push all the way. Very, very cleanly spread out to all the lanes to maintain tempo.
Gang squad's got to come in. 16 kills in
Doran.
18 minutes. Want to build that bridge up.
Another lovely game from Doran.
Further away. Doran has a big bounty on his
Doran
head.
has been good this tournament.
A bit more gold for KC as we look towards mid. Keria's being
Doran
tagged out.
is a thick boy. Let's see what he buys.
Going to bumper him a little bit.
The type of game we can get away with Shojin here. That's a good play here from KC. Syndra's pushing. Jayce was in base. KC looking for the play with the outnumber. TP comes late. Syndra steals the wave. Will Canna click all the way to chase Faker? He might. Canna's hungry for some go.
So fast as we head into the replay here and watch this dragon fight. As Yike finds the steal. Very, very nicely played by him. Jumps out, but then after this is just T1's fight. They're able to chase them down. Faker flashing over, getting the ultimate on Busio,
Canna got nothing
down.
from TP.
And a nice sidestep from Caliste here on the Scatter the Weak. And kyeahoo sidesteps
Otherwise, the
the shuffle
replay
from
would keep going,
Peyz
I
as
think.
well, but he still ends up falling with how much damage T1 has.
Come back to live. It's no dragon, but it's Baron coming through. Dragon's descent. Instead, we get a fight. Sonic Wave dodged by Keria. That was smooth. He ulties to dodge Yike, then flashes out.
But flash is so important for that Camille to get the hookshot flash onto vulnerable targets, and Keria will not have it available. Must be a sigh of relief for the next couple of minutes for KC, as they can possibly play a little bit more aggressive over in the mid lane without a tower.
Well, the problem is Scatter's going to hit. Yeah, Faker looking for the charge. 1v1. Song going to sit on his head. Yeah, who's running for the hills while Peyz might do the rest of the work. Faker just accepts that he's not in this fight anymore. He'll stand united instead. A 2v2 bridging with Faker in the rear guard.
Gets out.
Keria comes back. Busio walks in,
he gets out.
Dodged by a Shadow Dash, and now that
respect the T1 playing patiently, you know. Zhao
preemptive there. Busio
was playing his own game, didn't want to join, and Jayce was top.
If KC was going to match them with the numbers, so it ends up being a teleport for the Shen ultimate, but you can see how T1 are able to continuously push in all these lanes, and KC are not really able to find a breaking point in T1's formation to actually get pressure off their own, as T1 is matching them every step of the way.
Love our observers zooming in. That is not a Krug, that is a Gromp, but he's got too much health for us to even consider that possibility. And he has not died to Krugs this tournament, so W Doran.
I don't know, man. He's 3.6k up.
I mean,
yeah, Ziggs is in good conditions, guys, but
Doran is actually so
the issue is, I just think that KC's comp is really good against long range. They got Jayce and Zhao and Syndra. E is also long range. That's why I didn't like the Viktor pick. I feel like if they had Yone on their team, they had so much more committal tools, and I think if Yone hit ult on anybody, Ziggs would combo that person and they would send it. But they are lacking the stickiness for Ziggs to get like really insane value.
He spotted out yet. Keria looking feeling that Busio's nearby, but he's
I
still
just think
hovering
that
in fog
T1's
of
comp
war.
is very
Maybe
good
he's gonna
against
stop his
Ziggs.
back, and that'll be the
Ziggs
minimum
is
of the play.
first picked, obviously.
Mega Inferno Bomb, no. It turns into
Alright, good shit,
Busio
Busio. Good
sneaky
stuff.
for a minute, pays off well.
And
Lovely.
KC are showing creativity. I don't think we've really seen
That's
that
a nice
much from them
trap
in
there
the
while
ADC.
Caliste was showing on mid
Really,
wave.
really
They
nice
felt
moves
safe
there
because of
from
the mid
Busio.
ward.
Yike might have gone a bit too far.
Yeah,
a
it's
nice
little bit
trap
greedy,
there from
unleashing
Busio.
power from the scout of the week. Not going to die though. Faker's
Really
ulti
nice.
now down, but the Raptors are going to go with it. Red buff as well. Full control on this bottom side of the map. 30 seconds before the Drake.
I don't know if I necessarily like that pick right there. You've got no Ziggs
I feel
ult,
the
you've
need
got no
to
Lee
queue up for
ult.
League of
Those
Legends,
are
bro.
tools that are very
And
scared
just
to try and
choose
take
support
over from the
AD,
next
play
dragon,
AP
which will be
only,
so point
play
for
Camille
T1
only, Shen
if they
only.
manage to secure that one. So yeah, really nice flag from
And just
Busio,
roam.
but what do they have to actually use to
Like
get
an
back
absolute
to this
legend.
dragon pit and contest? Yes, it's never 50-50 when Yike's in the pit, but he has to get there first.
For me, this pick and the aftermath of it more just speaks of the state of the game. The fact that you still lose your red buff and bot side jungle control, even when it's a 4v5, I think it just shows how strong Doran is. Wherever he goes, it's incredibly difficult for KC to be able to fight.
I'll
they're
still
going to
feel
try to
sad for
approach
Karmine
this bot
because
side
his lane
fight, but all it
state was
takes
so
is one
cooked
empowered shock blast from Doran.
by that
and I think
3v3 they took
KC's
from top
dreams
side or 4v4, whatever it
Level
was.
16, 3
You
item
guys
chase,
remember?
Dragon begins. T1 hover around.
Jayce
Riddle
getting
with Doran
saved.
dealing with the wave. KC are a 4-stack. Look at where Canna's coming from. It's still only a Trinity Force, but it's a Dragon's Descent up and available.
Oner
Don't know how he
using
lost
the
his
Drake
health,
as a
but
shield from
it's
Pope.
meaningful. At 3K,
Caliste
Lee
forces
Sin can have a
some
steal
damage
advantage.
on Oner,
Peyz
which is
walls them
nice.
off. T1 on the third.
Yike
Drake
will
to
have to
pick
dash
this up.
through
Dragon
rocks. The
descent,
EQs
ready
from
and
the
willing.
flank.
Sonic Blast
Banana
out
combo from
there.
Yike.
Out from Yike. Canna waits. He wants to use that ulti, but when?
Nice, Yike. We out here winning smites against Oner the Boneless. All right, Yike. Not Lee related, it's jungle related.
KC is a gigantic win.
Yike.
Absolutely beautiful execution.
Capturing
right
lightning in a
there.
bottle, all right.
Becomes
This
the
could have been
wall
Soul already if it
behind
wasn't for Yike's
KC,
mining skills.
And in front of Doran doesn't allow
And
the
this
guy
time around,
to
they didn't lose any good
4,000
men.
gold. Like he's all the gold lead of T1 to enter that fight, which means KC
Look
is
at
now
that.
playing
He
in even
W's
ground. And when
onto
Yike's
the
in
wall
pit,
and then
I'm sorry,
Qs
it's just never
to-
50-50.
And Trouble, I think we gotta apologize to Yike. I didn't think his Lee Sin was like gonna be it, but he has been playing
Getting better with
fantastic
age.
this game. I feel like you can tell that KC has a really clear idea of
Why
what
is
they
he
want to do
boneless?
in
No,
every
it's just a
single
nickname.
fight. As Canna has
It's
no
just a
ultimate, I don't think
nickname
he'll be able to
because
chase Doran.
in Vikings, there's a character
Doran is
called Ivor
4,000
the
gold.
Boneless.
Make no mistake,
And
it's still
Ivor,
a very
Oner,
T1 favored
close.
game, but KC are giving
So Oner the
hope
Boneless.
to the crowd here.
They are indeed. How will that be shattered? Or can T1 get it across the line? Baron is up. For KC, as they hover around this top side of the map, it is Faker who continues adding pressure with Peyz.
Can Shyvana Giga scale this game?
Mid lane as well.
There is a chance that this game goes giga long. There's a lot of wave play on both teams.
Yike's going to get the kick out, no scout of the week. Meanwhile, Peyz gets choked out by Caliste. Caliste has been a quiet achiever this game. 1k gold lead himself. Rabadon's almost picked up. And every time T1 have to face check him, there is significant damage.
Why has
hitting him in
Rel
the face.
Mozzarella?
He's really close to that Rabadon,
right.
which is a huge power spike. He took Peyz to half HP there with just the Phosphorus Bomb and the Minefield. So when he gets that Rabadon, he's going to be a real threat
Faker-
for T1.
Faker's playing a dangerous game here.
Damn, why is this the best?
What the hell did he just do? He just brought the belt into the wall.
Oh my god. It's been so enjoyable so far.
Hey, we can complain about this on game 3 perhaps.
Yeah, we can maybe.
Right?
Maybe we get asked for a do-over, ask for a remix, so we can get 4 at least.
Yep.
Caliste just-
Both teams just agree. Let's play again.
Yeah, let's do it again. I was just going to bring up that...
Goodbye,
Caliste, I thought
Canna.
he's back into the time being. It looks like he's waiting for mid-wave. Wolves,
Doing the
if they're
Wolves.
up.
He's still in jungle.
That's a good sign. That's a
Yeah.
very good
That
sign.
He's there, right? You think?
Yeah.
Let's see. He moves back. He's looking for next mid-wave. Oner going to be a threat here on the
Canna
side.
gets to 15.
T1 moving up. Faker has top push as well.
T1 want to
Dangerous
press
for
Nash.
KC.
Yeah, they're picking Baron right here. This is the classic. T1 will rush Baron whenever they can, even on timer. They're not letting Ziggs
Yeah, the
get
key
this
detail
one
is
gap.
that
And
they
now
got the wave
KC
on
are forced
everywhere.
to face check.
This is a TP from a Shogun recently picked up with the Dragon's Descent up and available. KC have
They're just slamming this Nasher.
Yike!
Yike!
Go down. Now, can T1 escape? Canna on the chase. Yahoo with the Proto Belt. Keria starts it off with a flash. Oner gets
This could be a great fight for KC. Everybody's so low. Here comes the dragon. Sadly, this isn't the House of Dragons. This is the House of T1.
It was revenge, then turned sour as KC fell.
It's either a flag.
Doran the Moran with the fat shield. Peyz, T1. They want to look for the game end. They just want to win a team fight here and end the game. Can they reach kyeahoo? Because kyeahoo staying alive. Could be enough for them to keep it. Oh, that's a stun. And KC. Well, luckily T1 can't end at least. But
they build their
still think that the game is over. Also, T1 could have probably ended if they wanted to, but that's okay. They're going. It would be so tight and so close that it would have been scary.
Look at top lane, look at bot lane, look at mid lane. They've taken anything that's out.
T1 just decided, you know what? Let's play it safe. Let's take all the game, all the gold in the world. Here we see Dracarys. This was the last season of Game of Thrones.
Attacking Canna. That's how much damage
Type of dragon.
The 3-bit item Jayce. As we come back to live, Canna has no dragon. And Faker has all
there's the Shen ult. Oh, the timing that was rough. Busio needs to flash, gets bonked. Camille.
Busio's going to be up next. And game 1 is in the
Murder was the case.
T1 is slaughtering KC here. It's 5 versus 3. They can
Jail was the verdict.
I think Faker wants the base. Oner's low on mana.
T1
really
just looks primed to win a tournament.
They want on this map right now.
T1 versus potentially Gen G is looking exciting. It's looking very exciting.
He wins it. He's going to flash over, kick away. But
what if we get D+ versus Gen G, the most paid team on Earth against the least paid team on Earth?
Peyz is going to find him eventually as well. Yike will die. Soul will not be there.
Money Wars.
Point for the stats.
That's going to be like Sector 1 in Hunger Games versus Sector 14 or whatever is
the fact that Doran was able to get it, I think
the poorest
the
one.
Shyvana pick that Canna tried to pull out, not
12.
been successful. It's not been the Canna that we're used to seeing.
Yep.
He was
Showmaker.
losing lane. Up until from minute 5, really, never been a strong point in this KC lineup. Even though Busio tried to play around him, tried to help him out, they were losing every single skirmish.
When we talk about
was so much stronger, and their cross maps were denied
volunteering,
by Doran as well. And I think going
DK have volunteered
2,
as tributes.
You really need a winning matchup for
and then Showmaker, he stands on stage like Katniss Everdeen.
Because we see now if Canna's strong, if he's comfortable, then the rest of T1 are flying.
T1 have been so good at playing with their reigns that KC have never really found the wombo combo that we set up over in draft with Ziggs, Shyvana, and Viktor all one on top of one another. And they are actually very, very strong. They might look here.
Doran,
trying to find
Doran
finally
trying to buy time. Trying to buy time. Okay, Peyz trying to save his boy. That's kind of a good attempt there on the wall. Oner the boneless. Okay, Caliste criminal.
Casey getting destroyed. Oner's going to find the rest in base. Keria is
That's GG, ladies and gentlemen.
as the dragon comes out. But just like in the end of Skyrim, it will be slain.
And there's a lot of fighting. To be honest, if I'm going to cope a little bit here, this was not that bad for KC. This could have been the end of the game here, but due to the fact that Faker died and Peyz died, T1 will not be able to do anything much more than getting the top tower, the mid inhib. Don't get me wrong, it's still 12,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
But the Nexus remains
still
alive.
up. The Nexus is up.
Well, those were good times when Skyrim was.
The Nexus being up, the most important thing. So,
was the stuff.
You know what? We can cope for a little bit.
Can someone explain why T1 went picking Zinza at MSI playoffs?
It's only the middle inhibitor that's fallen.
Yeah.
The easiest one to defend.
And Oner might
Imagine they picked Zinza and Bard. Maybe they would just win the whole tournament.
I mean, they go for Doran. They recognize that if they just let T1 siege, they're going to be completely outmatched. A really nice flash sonic wave there from
T1 have actually figured out how to draft.
And they take him down.
Which is really good for them.
To help out his teammate alongside Oner, but Canna
you guys remember how I said that the Viktor pick is not the right one? Have you guys seen Viktor at all this game?
The game? Because if Peyz lives here, he can just join Keria in the middle lane, and they can just end this game together.
Also, meanwhile, huge play from Caliste taking out Faker.
So much damage.
Yeah, him and Keria would have probably ended the game right there. They had the numbers in the base. The TP coming through, looking for Doran again.
I mean, finding Doran again, still.
Shen?
Bit of gold on his head. Canna, the Dragons are saying good shadow dash. The ray comes through from kyeahoo. They get the kill again. Caliste is also able to defend the mid-wave. Guys, let's cope more.
KC are activating just kill Doran, the protocol.
KC could potentially be pushing out the waves constantly.
The classic protocol.
As long as Ziggs is alive, it's really hard to push.
It's a great pick from KC, but Canna might be the one caught now.
Taliyah wall on Canna. That's a double TP, but a double TP. This is a good chance for KC, honestly. Look how far Syndra is. Look how far Camille is. But Oner is just, he is just the spear of Keria, bro. Look at him. Oh, he's just the spear of Keria. It is what it is.
They 2v4 that. They took down 2.
He is literally the spear of Keria, bro.
Next up with a Hextech ultimatum. A triple kill.
Now, why does this Keria get triple kill?
And Peyz played that so
the boy Oner did everything.
Well. Caliste tried to be the hero.
No, the TP was good, guys. The TP was correct.
Going for the
you get to outnumber. Like, do you think you're gonna win a game ever if Zinzak can 4v2 you?
Don't look tough, Jack. Don't look tough.
Sonic Wave.
No idea about this hourglass here.
You're right, he's probably dead. Unleashes power. Yike has a GA, a second line.
He bought himself enough time to have Scatter the Week available.
It might not be enough. Yike, the last to fall. 41 kills in game 1 of our semifinals at EWC. T1 know how to put
I really would have loved the Yone.
Not done quite yet. Faker a little bit low. Busio's defended. It's a shutdown on Keria, but Oner's on the Nexus. It's only a best of 3, but T1 in the heads of Paris for free. A shutdown, sure, but T1 destroyed in game 1.
And T1, they shut down the Paris crowd in game 1. It was hard fought by KC. Some really nice creative plays that we haven't seen from them in the LEC.